Hey, what's going on, guys? This morning I wanted to do a video on the one tool option. Now, as many of you guys know that have been following me and talking to me, I do not believe in the one tool option. I believe that you should always have an option, because let's face it, no one tool is going to do all the jobs perfectly. But I do believe that you should shop and look for a one tool option all the time, because let's face it, if we were to lose our gear or our gear gets broke, then we have to rely on another tool to get the job done. So if we can find something that will be similar or close to a one tool option, then it's just going to make our lives a lot easier. So what is my one tool option? A lot of you guys might think that it could be the Pathfinder 2 knife. It's the thick blade durability of this knife be a good choice. It's not it though. Maybe some of you think that it's a medium to large sized axe. Decent choice. I definitely agree that it is a very good choice. Not for me though. What about a machete? Depends on who you are and where you are. Here in Kansas, not gonna fly for us. Now what about the ever popular BK2? What about this bad boy? 1/4-inch steel that cut down a tree. Good choice? Not mine. Stay with me. We'll find out what is mine. Alright guys, in my opinion, this is the ultimate one tool option. This is the coldsteel pipe hawk, obviously modified to my taste. I have removed the black using a heavy duty paint stripper. After that paint was removed, I took it to work, took the dot coat to it, smoothed out the cast. I then put it in a tumbling machine, tumbled out the swirls. I brought it home, dabbed some mustard on it for about 30 minutes, and that's what gave it that nice force patina. I also put a 90-degree spine on the bit for use with a ferrule rod. I'll demonstrate that a little bit later. I also made my own custom handle. Now I have a couple videos that explain how to take the black off of one of these, as well as how to make a custom handle for yours. So if you're interested in one of those and how to do it, let me know, or check out my other videos. If you can't find them, contact me. I'll be more than happy to send you a link. But anyway, enough talk. Let's get into some demonstrations, and I'll show you why I believe this is the perfect one tool option. Okay guys, one of the most important things when it comes to choosing a one tool option is food prep. So I have actually processed game with a tomahawk head before. Not this one, but with a trail hawk, which is very, very similar to this one. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of food prep with that frontier, or excuse me, pipe hawk bit. Now, Obviously, I would much rather prefer my Mora for obvious reasons because, you know, let's face it, when it comes to getting very, very thin slices, you know, it's hard to beat, you know, a Mora. Even though I showed in a previous video that the Pathfinder knife actually does a really good job as well. So, let's see what the pipe hawk will do. Nice thin slices. Of course, as many of you guys know, I keep all my tools very, very sharp. This will shave your arm bald. Look at that slice. Very, very thin. I'm going to cut another one with the Mora here, see if we can get thinner than that. I can get thinner, but I tell you what, that is awesome. When it comes to smoking your meat and drying it out, that cut will be absolutely perfect. Good stuff, guys. So, one tool option, food prep, I would say that is a pass. Alright, now a minute ago I made mention that you can shave the hair on your arm with this. That is actually very accurate. I keep my knives face shaving sharp, but when it comes to my axes, tomahawks, and hatchets, I do not keep them as sharp as my knives. I do, however, keep them sharp enough to shave the hair on your arms. So, if you don't believe me, I don't know if you can see that bald spot or not right there. Alright, now let's talk about our finer things, such as our carving and our, making stakes and primitive traps, things like that. So let's see how well this thing will do when it comes to making a stake and driving it in the ground. Okay, so as you can see, got a nice notch, rounded the end, put a point on it. Okay, the ground is pretty wet this morning, so this is not going to be a big deal at all. No problem at all. Okay, so let's move on to our medium-sized wood processing and see how it does. Alright, let's go ahead and split this thing up a little bit here. There you go. Nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. Okay, so what about a weapon? Obviously, I could plunge that deep into anything I wanted, or I could use the hammer side, knock the ever-loving hell out of it, or I can throw it. Okay, so is this tomahawk going to outperform a Mora when it comes to smaller tasks? Absolutely not. Did it get the job done? Yes, it did. Very much so. Is this tomahawk going to be able to outperform the BK2 when it comes to splitting wood? Yes. Now, what if you have a knife such as the Pathfinder 1 or 2 that's designed to do small carving as well as batoning and a little bit of light chopping? Can this tomahawk outperform it as a one-tool option? Yes. Will this tomahawk outperform a medium to full-size axe when it comes to chopping or splitting? No. Will it outperform this when it comes to carving? Possibly. Probably not. They're probably very, very similar. The only reason I would choose this over this is because of the weight factor. It's the only reason. I can also manufacture these handles very, very quickly in the woods, whereas this one, putting a wedge and everything else in it, is going to take quite a bit of time. If I was in a bug out situation, this would be one of the first things I'd grab. But just to carry every day, or with me when I go camping, every day. Alright guys, so I hope you have enjoyed this video on my one tool option. If you guys have, stay tuned, there's more to come. Have a good one.